It has taken a really long time to get just this far, and there's still so much more to do, but we've finally got some products in the shop. There's a surprising amount of work in packaging everything up. But I really wanted to show you this, a super cool small parcel of gold nuggets. These nuggets here mostly come out of Western Australia. And then we have all of these, which mostly come out of the Central Victorian goldfields. And to add fuel to the fire, we got even more small ones. Again, these mostly come from Western Australia and a few from around the Bendigo region. We're looking at approximately $12,000 to $15,000 worth of gold. Just a ridiculous amount. Before any bright sparks out there get ideas, none of this is stored in the shop. It all goes to a vault off-site because we know there are idiots out there. Anyway, look at our shirts. We have shirts. And what I personally think are really cool tourmaline specimens. Did any of you know what you wanted to be when you grew up? I certainly, definitely didn't probably know what I wanted to be when I grew up. I thought I wanted to be a fireman, but it turns out that was not the right fit. Instead, I found myself constantly drawn back into the wilderness, back into the wilds where I felt at home, at peace with not only myself, but what I was doing. I discovered that nature had a way of educating me that really worked. It just truly resonated with how I operate, and I'm very happy to have found a thing that I could turn into not only a hobby, but a full-time job. Gold prospecting took me from the lowest of lows to where I sit today. I started this with literally nothing. I borrowed a pan, I borrowed a shovel. Fast forward to today, and I have one of the most successful YouTube channels on gold prospecting, but I'm also starting to delve into literal gold trading. 10 years ago, if you'd said, Chris, you're going to be a gold dealer, I would have laughed at you and thought, no way, guy, no way, you're crazy. And yet, here we are. I'm super grateful to be in this position and kind of bewildered. Opening a shop seems like the next logical step. I get to interact with the people who've supported the channel for years, and at the same time, further the education that I've been doing for newcomers to prospecting. Ultimately, I am looking forward to taking that risk. I can't wait to see what actually happens when I get all these parts put together. It is definitely tempered though with a level of fear and anxiety surrounding what it's going to be like to have a prospecting shop. And obviously, I'm still looking forward to getting out in the creek and doing exactly what you're seeing here, finding a little bit of gold. This particular spot behind me has been super kind over the last 3 or so weeks. I managed to find my biggest ever pan nugget just here. And that's worth over $1,000. Gold's amazing. It hooks you and it doesn't let go. And I'm still pulling plenty of fine gold through this stretch here. So we'll just keep digging down until we hit the bottom or the gold goes away. My life has been full of outdoor activities, from hunting and four-wheel driving to camping and fishing. And gold prospecting is still absolutely my favorite. Even in the super thick clay that normally doesn't have any gold at all, we're getting a lot of fine gold. But there are proper crunchy bits here, so we're going to keep looking for that. I've only been here for about an hour, and I think my spot is done. Yeah, there's gold here. I've been coming here consistently for a couple of weeks now, and that's all I could find in an hour. That's about what I was getting in a single pan when I first started. Definitely time to move on and see if I can find something else. I've now been doing gold prospecting full-time for like 10 years, and I've found more than enough to live on. And it's a high-risk, high-reward game, which is the perfect sort of game that I like to play with my spicy little brain. Over 1,200 videos on prospecting that I've put up on YouTube alone. That's not including Facebook and the other platforms that I'm on. I'm hoping that I'm going to be able to bring you a different kind of content in the near future, because things are changing. We're evolving the business away from just the creek. We're still obviously going to be doing lots of panning adventures, sluicing, high banking, but there's more to this now than there was before. And I find myself in a unique position in Australia with perhaps maybe one other person, which would be Tyler Marnie, where we're essentially seemingly at the forefront of the next gold rush. I'm really excited about that.